Hello, Paul Hamilton here. We've got some new document readers that I want to show you how to use them in conjunction with your iPad. So come along here, we'll take a look at these new document readers that we've got at Matthew Flinders and how we might be able to use them. So I've got some stands over here. I'm going to grab one of those stands and just show you how we're actually going to use this in regard to our learning and teaching. So I'm just going to put it down here. As you can see, no cords, which is fantastic. At Matthew Flinders we have AirPlay, so you can see that I'm completely wireless, completely cordless, and we're going to use these document stands to help us with our teaching. So basically all I need to do is come over. These are the Belkin document readers, really good, and we've invested in them lately. So all we're actually doing is putting our iPad here into the document reader and facing it down. So it's actually looking at the bottom. Now on my screen you can see that it's not looking at anything. All I really need to do is to click on the camera. And now we can actually see what's on the bottom. So I'm going to give you a few examples of what we could do with this. So the first thing we could do is, for example, if we were studying persuasive writing, we could start to look at newspaper articles. So I might adjust mine, come down a little bit, and we might look at a little article here and look at what can change. You'll see that the camera beautifully focuses in. Now I could zoom in with my camera, or I might actually just adjust my document reader. And what I can actually do is start looking at some wonderful text within, and you can see there I can highlight words with my kids, with my students, and start to look at different things. If you're like me and you have a whiteboard, so whiteboard paint, you could actually write straight onto the actual board itself if you needed to. So we can do a range of different things there. We can look at newspaper articles and do different things. We could also do things like looking at blogs. Got a blog here. We can zoom in, have a talk about what that is, and so forth. And the other thing that we can do that's really interesting, if I go back to my newspaper example, let's just say that we've got an activity that we want to do with our students and we want to record it. So all we need to do is press record on our camera, and what that is doing is actually recording my voice and recording everything that I do on my actual page. So if I come over here and do some editing and I do a lesson, you can see there that it's recording on my iPad, and when I stop it, it's actually got the whole lesson recorded, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let's say that you actually don't want to do this and you actually want to digitally anecdote over the top of it. So we can do a couple of things here. These document stands come with, and I'm just going to turn to a map here. So I've got an atlas. And I'm actually going to turn to one of the reference books and have a look at one of these maps here. So I'm going to put that down, but obviously I don't want to actually draw on the atlas itself, the book, because it's going to wreck it. So what I can actually do is use an app called Stage. Now the app, I'll write it here, it's the Stage app. And what that does is it comes with the document reader. You can see the Stage app up there. It comes with the document reader, and it's a wonderful free app that we can actually write over the top of. So if I'm actually looking at my map here, I can go to my map, and what I can actually do is I can do things like text. I can do little speech bubbles, move that around. I can do a range of different things. I could actually just go to my pen tool. Let's go to a darkish colour. I could actually map a famous explorer's route through Australia, and I could do a range of things digitally. And that means that I'm actually got a digital version of my lesson. At the top of my screen, Stage also allows us to record the lesson, all my anecdotes and my speech over the top, and it also allows me to take screenshots as well. So things like this is fantastic. I might go to a magazine, I might be looking at persuasive writing once again, and I might look at advertisements, and I could put my advertisement under here, and I could do some note taking in regard to different things in that ad, record my lesson flip my classroom, and go from there. So there's a couple of different things that I can do with my document reader, both digitally and with actual physical paper and books, that is really beneficial for teaching and learning. So that's just a quick snapshot of the new Belkin stands, the document readers, how we can use them without cords, how we can use them with iPads and AirPlay to really be effective in our teaching and learning. Paul Hamilton here, signing off.